think when I did that burnout, it was like 2.5 million views on YouTube. You know what I mean? And it's like, you got to show your butthole now for 2.5 million views. You know what I mean? Like, it's dumb.
Creepy carnivals, ghosts, and hell on wheels. What do these things have in common? They're all just pieces of a life story about imagination, tenacity, and family legacy that you don't want to miss. And it's coming up right now. Welcome to Count's Culture, a late night podcast for those who never shut it down. I'm Danny the Count Koker. If you love crank damps, burning rubber, grease knuckles, and stories that don't let go, this is the place for you. Who you are, where you're from, what do you believe, none of that counts here. This is neutral ground. You're all part of the Count's Culture family, so consider yourselves home. I also bring unfiltered conversation about passion, purpose, and the roads that shape us all. And as you know, in every episode, I'm joined by one member of my Counts Kustoms team. Today, I'm joined by a guy who does a lot more than just talk. He's the general manager who keeps every build here at the shop moving and rocking, literally from start to finish. A master fabricator from Houston, a passionate Astros fan, a father who adores his kids. He's worked on famous rides with famous people, and he's been in my life, man, laid back, low key, and turned out beautiful work for decades. My brother, the absolutely lovable Mr. Ghetto Bob.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Feeling good?
Just living the life.
Amen. I know we are blessed that we get to live this.
We are very blessed. We're happy.
I know.
And we get to do this. We get to talk to cool people and hear about all their weird.
I know, exactly, man. Exactly. And that's the cool thing about Count's Culture because, you know, it's cars, it's bikes, it's music, it's pop culture. It's all cool stuff from, you know, crazy, insane people like us.
We're just as crazy. We just get to hear how other people are crazy.
Absolutely. Well, crazy attracts crazy.
That's right.
And that's what we do, man. And man, the stuff we're working on in the shop right now, we got crazy stuff going on.
Always.
In all of the buildings. We got
every building.
Got loony things happening. Cars, bikes, all this. Crazy things for some hotel casinos around town.
Everything. All kinds of cool stuff coming up.
Right.
Tons of new stuff.
That's why it's Count's Kustoms. It's not Count's Choppers. It's not Count's Hot Rod. We don't want to pigeonhole ourselves.
Well, I mean, we might not start working on refrigerators, but we could.
Well, we've done some refrigerators.
We have.
We've done some really cool fridges, man. Which,
That's right.
I don't mind doing that again.
We'll see. Not this week. How about that? Not this week.
Not this week. Right. I got you. Well, what project are we working on right now that we think is our personal biggest challenge? What are we doing now?
Oh, we got so many going on now. We got that 57 truck.
Yeah.
It's going to be badass. We got
That's going to SEMA.
That's going to SEMA.
Yeah.
Also, along right next to that 57 truck is a 58 Corvette.
Right. That
full
thing
resto
is
mod.
That's right. That's going to SEMA.
That's
too,
going to
by the
SEMA.
way. Right.
And then the 62 resto mod Corvette that's almost done.
Right. That's a wicked car. Supercharged.
We got a lot of work.
I know we do.
We're behind the gun.
We got stuff.
Couple of vans, couple special projects around town for some casinos.
That van is going to be way cool. It's something completely different.
And the owner is just not going to know what to do with it. It's going to be so cool.
Absolutely, man. He's going to so wish. Anyways, in just a minute, a builder who's earned every scar, he's coming out here, man, with decades on the shop floor and some of the wildest builds ever imagined. He deserves an honorary PhD in fabrication. There's no filter, no BS, just hard lessons, the battle wounds, and the legendary machines that survived it all. This is Steve Darnell, and this one goes deep, my friends, and that's coming up next. There are few causes more important to me than Camp Freedom. Camp Freedom isn't about what someone's lost. It's about what's still possible. We give disabled veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families something powerful. Time outdoors, shoulder to shoulder, fishing, hunting, riding, away from hospitals and stereotypes. Out here, it's not therapy, it's camaraderie. If you're looking to support something real, monthly giving, sponsoring land, or just learning more, Camp Freedom is changing lives 1 acre at a time. Head to campfreedompa.org to show your support. Today's guest is one of the most imaginative builders in the automotive world. His unforgettable work isn't just mechanical, it's emotional and cinematic. He's the mastermind behind Welder Up, the creator of some of the wildest diesel rat rods ever put on wheels, and the star of the hit show Vegas Rat Rods. He's a Vegas icon, a storyteller, a rebel with a welder, a man who turned fabrication into poetry. He inspires and motivates me on a daily basis. I'm proud to call him a friend, the one, the only, Mr. Steve Darnell. What's up, brother?
Wow, that was pretty good.
Not bad.
I'm like over here getting teary-eyed a little bit about that.
Didn't mean to get you all misty as before
man.
we start, man.
It was funny because you were just, what you just said, which was such kind words.
Well,
and then I was thinking the same thing about you when you made me write in that book. I was in there writing in that book, and I was like,
You could write, Steve?
well, when you if you can read it.
Oh, okay.
Which
okay.
I didn't get here being a writer, that's for sure. But the words that I said in there were kind of along the same lines, but it was like,
Amen.
You've always been a mentor to me, because since Count Cool Rider.
Oh, man.
I'm a Vegas,
Thanks,
born in, I'm a born Vegas kid.
Thanks, man.
So being young and watching Count Cool Rider, I would run home on Friday nights. Or was it Friday or Saturday? Saturday night?
nights, yeah.
And me and my buddy Juice, we would watch Count Cool Rider, and it was like, it was one of them things where you usually hate commercials.
Yeah.
But when you came on, I was like, because you're just so cool, man. I just loved it. Your bike and this guy's such a bad.
I love it, man. Thank you.
So
bro.
anyway, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't think we're too far apart in age, but
No.
you were just older than me to be like, what were you doing in your 20s?
Oh yeah,
Early 20s?
I was in my mid to late 20s when we started that, and then that it lasted for 10 years. So
Yeah.
I was in my late 30s when we signed off.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
Those were good times.
Those were
man.
great times.
Count Cool was a ball.
Count Cool Rider was super cool.
Yeah.
Vegas was so cool.
Yeah,
I loved Vegas.
I did
we
too.
had so much fun back then.
I did too. I'm not sure about the evolution of things these days, but
We can get into that if you want. But
we
I don't
will.
know if we should.
We're going to talk a little bit because you've been all over the place. But what I want to start with, what'd you drive today?
I drove my 1967 Power Wagon with a compound Cummins diesel in it.
I love it, man. I knew you were going to, and it's not like you drove it down the street. You're how far away?
So I moved to Good Springs, which is
Right.
about, I don't know, 35 miles from here probably.
Yeah.
Down the freeway.
Yeah.
On the
It seems
15.
like it's way further than 35 miles, but...
No, I made it here. Well, I can, I was telling Danny.
You drive
earlier-
a little fast, too, there, Steve.
Yeah. Well, you know what's really crazy about this old Power Wagon? So this Power Wagon, it's a 67.
Yeah.
But it's cab swapped onto a 97 Dodge.
Love
and
it.
then I stretched it for a long bed.
Yeah.
And I put a 6-speed manual transmission in it with a 354 gear with 40-inch tires. So this thing cruises
Highway
at 85.
cruise. Yeah.
Like at 85, it's like in its peak.
Yeah.
It's just cruising.
Yeah. True.
So it's kind of funny sometimes when I'm cruising down the highway and some dude will pull up on me. It's got compound turbos on it. It runs pretty good. It's not, but 40-inch tires and a 7,500-pound truck, it rips.
Right.
But it's funny how it'll pull your a little bit, woo! And people are like, whoa, I can't even believe that thing goes like that.
Right.
So
Right. Just seeing that on the road is enough to blow people's minds, but then to see it
it actually works.
actually behave
and runs.
and run like
Four-wheel
that.
drive works. I mean,
Yeah.
I could do
Yeah.
anything I want with the truck.
I
It's
love
pretty
that
cool.
you brought it, man. I love that
But
you
yeah,
brought it.
we did. I drove that today.
So Good Springs, man. Okay, this is like a time capsule. It's a ghost town out there. How in the world did you choose that spot to move to? You left Vegas and you went out there. Have you seen any ghosts or anything out there yet?
Oh yeah, it's creepy out there.
Is it really?
You would love it
Yeah, well,
because
I love that stuff.
I love that too.
Since you brought up the Count Cool history, you're right. I love that kind of
I do, and I think you would really appreciate it. Matter of fact, one of these days I want you to come out and I'll show you around. But
I look forward to
what's so interesting is I guess I'm kind of an old soul when it comes to certain things, and I love history, and I know you do too.
Big time.
I mean, obviously,
Yep.
we're into cars because of the history.
Absolutely.
You don't see us in here pimping out Teslas. We're working on
we
stuff
have, but we did one.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I haven't done a Tesla.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tesla would be okay with a diesel engine.
Well, actually,
That's kind of, that doesn't really work together.
no. But
I mean, it would be fun.
But if you think about it, all our trains are diesel generators,
Right.
basically. So they
Right.
still need diesel.
Right.
Yep.
and you still need diesel and
You need
coal
diesel to
to
charge your
burn
Tesla.
to charge up. Yeah, so what?
I get
Right,
it, but
exactly.
But anyway, back to Good Springs. I mean, you know, I'd been out there a number of times prior to all of that. You know, back in the old days in Sandy Valley, believe it or not, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I rodeoed for 20 years. I had horses and I team roped and I've done a lot of different crazy stuff. But I used to always go rope out in Sandy Valley with some friends, and I'd cruise up into Good Springs and stop at the bar, kind of walk in. It's just cool, you know. It's like stepping back into time, you know. Like when you walk through the front door, you should have some 6-shooters on and a cowboy hat. Like that's the feeling vibe that you should have when you go in there.
Yeah.
And this is back before Papa Don still ran it back then.
Okay.
You know, and so it was kind of a little bikerish.
Yeah. Oh,
like
I love
you not
that.
know they were building Harleys in the room next to it, and like still bikerish. So it was, you know, this is back probably had to be in the early 90s.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Or even further back. But
Yeah.
anyway, I just kind of fell in love with the authentic, like cool little graveyard coming into town, and it's cool, you know, and all the buildings are like untouched, and people are pretty sleepy and quiet. They don't mess with you, and they're in their houses, and it's quiet. I'm like the noisiest son of a gun in that place. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna go out and start this new journey. I'm gonna head out to Good Springs, and let me put together I want to restore this area to the way it was in the 30s. So that's what I'm working on. All the cars are 1930s. The buildings will be restored the way they were.
Yeah.
And I literally walk around and trip over history daily in there.
Yeah.
Like there's like old picks buried in the dirt, and I find them, I dig them out. I found this really, really cool arrowhead the other day out there. It was really cool. I should have brought it with me today.
Really?
But just things like that you can just find, you know? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm restoring it to the 1930s. I'm going to open up a little coffee shop out there, and I want it all hot rod related. I want it to be a little baby Disneyland for car guys. So we can just chill.
This is the coolest destination. I can't wait to come out there, man.
No, it's really cool.
I'm not kidding you. We're going to gather up a group of us, be it in hot rods or choppers or whatever. We're going to come out there and bug you.
Dude, we'd love to have you. Come out and check it out.
Are you going to have electricity and plumbing?
Yeah, actually, I have, believe it or not, I have a well. I have 2 wells on there that are windmill driven. Water at 9 feet.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. I
Dude,
live,
it's like
I live
right
on
there.
an aquifer. My wells are like 4 feet deep in water. Where you can. That's what they were doing there, though.
Yeah.
In the 1800s, the natives were living there.
Yeah.
And the Spanish Trail came through.
Okay.
Because of the water, they stayed there.
Okay.
World War I, it became a place to mine for lead, for the bullets.
Okay.
Later on, zinc, cobalt, silver, gold, all that they started bringing out of the ground. And then I would say by 42, during World War II, it was the crash of Good Springs.
Yeah.
And it just...
Good Springs got to be loving you out there. Are they loving you?
I think most of them, I love them.
I mean,
it's a cool place,
That's a beautiful thing. I mean, you're breathing such coolness and life into the area. They got to be loving.
It's funny because some of the neighbors that you would think would never even come out of their house, they drive by smoking cigarettes. They're about 100 years old. They're like, wow, we just love what you're doing out here. So cool. Those cars, where'd you get all them cars at? You know, I mean, it's just such a cool thing, you know?
I love it.
And so, you know, are we waiting on that?
No, we do all kinds of noises down here. We don't care.
Cool.
Everybody on the podcast knows that I'm in a noisy neighborhood.
Yeah,
we don't care.
yeah.
Trains,
yeah.
helicopters.
TV, I'm just like, you know how we get trained for TV?
Right, same here. We've been trained to
sound guys are over there going,
hold for sound. Right. No,
they just look at you
Chopper.
like, they got their little bag right here.
Exactly.
They look at you with this look on their face like,
right. We don't care here. We don't care.
You know, so
we like
good.
the
We
noise.
can keep
We like
rocking
the
and
noise.
rolling.
So
But-
check this out. This podcast is not just about cars. It's about all things kind of cool, man. And I know that your brand has to do with everything metal. So I'm gonna go with a music question now. What are you listening to? What are you playing in your shop? What are you listening to in your vehicle besides loud engines?
Does it have a banjo?
Yeah, exactly. Does it have a banjo?
Does it have a
right?
banjo in it?
What kind of music is motivating?
It may not have
you?
a banjo, but it does have a steel guitar.
All right, tell me what you're listening to, man. What kind of music's
I don't know.
inspiring?
Me, it really depends. Like, it it's what I'm creating at the time.
Right.
But when I'm rolling down the road, sometimes it's like, you know, Hank Williams Jr., like old country music. I love old country. I love steel guitars. I love that.
Yeah.
But then I could jump over to like Rodney O and Joe Cooley real quick.
Yeah.
And be bumping down the strip.
Got it.
But if I'm building something in my shop, it's dark.
What's the motivation
creepy.
music? What's the inspiration music? What is this dark and creepy?
I think the dark stuff is what really gets my brain. It feeds an artistic part of my brain that I can't really explain.
What would it be? If you were going to put something dark on right now, what would it be?
It's called like Sea of the Dark. And it's like this almost like piratey, creepy orchestra that you just fall off into it.
Wow.
And if you crank it up and you got some good surround sound in your shop, you'll do some weird.
Okay.
And you know me, like, I don't really smoke. I don't smoke weed and I don't drink. So I don't really have that doesn't make me creative.
Right.
It's got to be a feeling of what I feel. And when I talk to somebody for a minute, like, I would love to build you a car one day. Because you could have me just go completely insane.
Bro, this could be fun.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would know what to do for you.
Yeah.
You know
me well. If we're going all the way back to the Count days.
Yeah. I would know what to do, you know, and your personality and...
That could be way cool. One of these days, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah, I think it would be really sick.
I think that could be an absolute...
Well, I got one question. If he's going to build you a car.
Yeah.
Would it have a sunroof or not a sunroof?
Is this a trick question? What happened?
I'm just
saying.
I'm a sunroof guy, man.
This guy have a sunroof.
I don't know. I think it would be like...
Or no roof.
I mean...
Yeah, what would it be? I mean, just off
Oh, it would... I mean, yours... It'd be long, and it would be dark, and it would be very... But I want like 800-900 horse under the hood. Like, it has to be a supercharged like CTSV under the hood of like something that is just like a wicked like 59 or 60 Impala, just dumb looking.
I love it.
Or a Caddy that's just
I love it.
way down, but something that's no joke.
Yeah.
Like you stand on it and it just gone. You know?
I'm going to hold you to this one of these days.
But it will have lots of detail. There'll be lots of detail in it.
Yeah.
Because you're detail.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
I mean, look at your boots. And like, it would take me so long to detail the details. The car is one thing.
Okay.
But the interior
Yeah.
and the subtle details that will keep people staring for hours.
That's the difference, man.
That's what makes it your car. It'd be sick.
I love the way you think.
Yeah.
One of these days, we're going to play this tape back, and I'm gonna hold you to it.
Roll it out.
Let me ask you this: what is taking up the most space in your shop right now?
Well,
what are you working on?
I guess right now I really don't have a shop. I still got my museum down here for now. Where I've really been like falling off into is pre-war cars. Okay. So I'm really like, I've always been a fan of like pre-war 32, 34 Fords.
Yeah.
Flathead V8s.
Yeah.
The big thrill for me right now is trying to find something that hasn't been touched by someone else.
Got it.
Find an unrestored vehicle that literally looks like a barn find.
Yeah.
You know, that's honestly probably the only thing that thrills me anymore about cars.
Yeah.
Because I've built everything. We've created all these crazy things, and you know, diesel engines that make 1,500 horsepower, gas engines that make 1,500 horse, blowers, you know, twin turbos on everything, blah blah blah. But there is something really cool to see about a V8 flathead Ford and a 32 Ford with a 3-speed transmission that goes 40 miles an hour.
Right.
I am totally fine with that.
Yeah.
I love that too.
Yeah.
And I guess now being that I like history so much is like I love to find, that is like finding a chunk of history that is getting less and less by the day. Because there's guys out like us that are still trying. We want it too. Everybody wants some.
Yep.
But if you could find that little jewel.
Yep. There's only so many of them.
There's only so many of them.
Right.
And and I like to bring them home and like, you know, I mean, it's a flathead V8, you know, or a Model A with a 4-banger in it. It's probably gonna run. I mean, I can make most any of them run.
Right.
I mean, clapped out. Like,
Right.
who knows if this guy drove this thing all the way from back east across the United States in 1931.
Right.
Wound up in California. You pick it up, bring it back. You don't know the history.
Yeah.
But you know that just looking at it, you can almost figure on like how many miles they must have beat down a dirt road because there was no asphalt back then.
Exactly right. Yeah, they're tough as nails, man.
They're tougher than tough.
Yep, absolutely.
And so I guess right now what I'm working on, and I was telling you earlier, is I just got done building it's a 37, 38 Indian motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I have a
That's cool.
32 Ford that looks almost the same, flathead V8, got a Offenhauser intake and a couple of 97s on it.
Nice.
And I just picked up two 34 Fords. One of them was a race car in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And these two old guys built this car in 1958.
Okay.
They put a 58 V8 Pontiac in it, rear end in it.
Yeah.
Raced it till 1962.
Okay.
Blew the motor up, threw a rod out the side. Parked it in the garage till now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
bad. So
Yeah.
I don't have it yet, but I'm hoping to get it here pretty soon. But I'm gonna bring it back. I'm not too sure about the Pontiac, but I think I'll put a Hemi in it, like a 392 with a blower, old Krager blower, and make it look like a traditional hot rod from like 1959, 1960.
Okay.
Right around the time that big Hemis were coming out.
Yep.
So that would have been the time for this car.
There you go.
And but yeah, I'm not about like doing 150 miles an hour. It's like if I could just get in an old flathead, blowing a little smoke out the tailpipe, and you know that little town of Good Springs where I'm at, there's no stoplights.
Yeah.
There's one stop sign.
Yeah.
And I'll get in that thing. I'll throw my grandson in the front seat with me.
Yeah.
And dude, we cruise around town and just put that old car, and it's so much damn fun.
Yeah.
You know, you see the neighbors, you're thinking about what it must have been like back then.
Right.
Because Good Springs in 1919, there was 1,000 people living there. There was more people in Good Springs than Las Vegas.
Yeah.
People would come from Vegas to go shopping up there, believe it or not.
Okay.
So the original Ford garage was straight across the street from where I'm at.
Okay.
And in 15 or even earlier, you could buy a new Ford car right there in Good Springs.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm trying to like historically bring that back.
That's
you know?
too cool, man.
It's so cool.
That's too cool. You should, man, you should be doing that. You should be doing that. Let me ask you this. Arguably, your most famous build was done in a tribute to your grandfather. He was a World War II veteran. God bless him. 1928 Dodge, nicknamed Destroyer.
Yes.
A testament to your grandfather, what a badass he was, everything he endured in the early 20s. Nightmares that most of us can't even imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Has any custom build of yours come close to even have that much emotional impact on you or your family since the Destroyer?
I guess, every one of them is a different feeling. And that's how I build them. I build them off of feeling. Not really, I'm just going to build this guy a, 67 Chevelle and put a, 396 in it and, whatever. It's, every one of them was built around something. The D-Rod originally was, it was built on I like the diesel engines, and I just wanted to really do something kind of way off the cuff. When my grandfather died, I redid the car for him. And I called it the Destroyer because he was on a destroyer in World War II, and he was a gunner's mate. And, oh man, a guy, what a tough generation. And what a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like just, these guys, they endured some of the, think about it. You were going to get on a tin can is what they called it. This little destroyer ship. They were the ones that had to go in and fight, right? They had to get in there.
Yeah.
No cell phones.
Yeah.
You can't call your mom and be like, oh, I'm scared.
Right.
There's none of that. Like,
right.
They went out there for 3 years in the South Pacific. He lived through 2 typhoons. A kamikaze hit the bow of the ship, broke the ship off, and they pulled that thing backwards for like 11 weeks from the South Pacific to San Diego to fix it. Oh, can you imagine? The bow of a ship goes like this.
Right.
Pulling it backwards.
Right. Oh, yeah.
He said people were sick. It was miserable.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Yeah.
The typhoons, he said that he would crawl on the floor because the ship was just going crazy.
Right.
And he would crawl up to his gun and strap himself in the gun where they shot the gun.
Yeah.
And ride it out for like 3 days. No food, no water.
Dude.
Just sit there and ride it out.
Oh.
Guys are sliding across the floor, and he goes, I could just see. He won't eat spaghetti to this day. Well, he's passed away since, but
yeah.
He never would eat spaghetti because they had spaghetti that night.
Oh,
and it was just all over the deck.
Oh, man.
And guys are sliding in it, and it was a mess. But, he got out of the war and never said a word. He was so happy to be alive.
Yeah.
He was right.
How old was he when he got shipped off?
Let's see. That would have been, he was probably 21.
Yeah.
And, they didn't. But he came back, man, and, he bought a house right here in North Las Vegas in like 1954 or 5.
Wow.
And raised 4 kids, my mom and my 2 aunts and my uncle.
Yeah.
And then I was born, and I was basically raised in their house too.
Nice.
Yeah.
They
paid $11,000 for their house. 11 grand.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you can't even buy a used pile of crap car for 11 grand anymore.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
Man. Exactly.
So, but simple.
Yeah.
The North Las Vegas house were made out of masonry.
Yeah.
Steel doors.
Yeah.
No air conditioning. I mean, he mowed his yard every day. Every 4th of July or Independence Day, he had his flag up, would take it down, fold it up.
Amen.
And never cried about nothing and never talked bad about nobody.
That's awesome.
He was so cool, man.
Yeah.
You'd have loved that guy.
Absolutely. That's definitely the kind of guy that we look up to,
Right.
admire, respect, and pay tributes to.
Well, and it's sad. What we could use right now is about 1,000 of them dudes, or 100,000 of them come back.
Amen. Amen.
And walk around this planet right now and check some of these little.
You got that right.
They'd be disgusted.
They would be completely.
They'd be disgusted.
They would be disgusted. Yep. We need to put everybody in check. You're 100% right.
And I mean, I'm saying we live. Evolution changes everything.
Yep.
But that was a generation of parents from the Industrial Revolution.
Yep.
And the Great Depression.
Yep.
And these guys really gave a crap about everything they had, their families.
Yep.
And, we have now, like we were just talking with our phones, like you got your cool little phone. And I respect you for that. That's really cool that you don't have like the big old iPhone with all the crap on it.
I won't do it.
And, the thing of it is like, we get so caught up in the bull crap that's on the internet that we can't even be our own person.
Yeah, and none of it's real anymore either. None of
this
it's real.
AI.
Yeah.
I get on there, I'm like,
Yeah.
because I'm still dumb and old. So I'm like, no way.
You're not that much older than me, Steve. I think I'm actually older than you.
No, you're not.
Hey,
Pretty close.
Hey, easy guys. I'm older than the both of you.
Yeah, he's older than both of us. It
Let's
doesn't
not
matter.
start talking about age here.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Steve, before I'm going to keep digging into your backstory, but this is a little thing we do on the podcast here now, where you get to put me in the hot seat. You can ask me any question, anything you want. It can be cars, Vegas, music, bikes, the shop, whatever it may be, and I'm going to do my best to not dodge one question before we move on.
I think I've always been curious about your dad.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Because I never got to know him.
Yeah.
And I kind of know, how long's he been gone now?
2008.
So I remember
February 17th,
I remember when
9:52 p.m., 2008.
I remember hearing about him because, me being a Vegas kid, and I know you don't know this, but I thought you were so cool, and I knew your dad was heavily involved in everything that you were kind of into.
Yep.
And I know a lot, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that a lot of these cars were in his collection.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yep.
So I guess my question for you is like, what, if it's not too emotional, can you tell me about him a little bit?
Yeah, I'll do my best. He definitely the biggest inspiration in my life, and I'm doing my best to try and fill some pretty big shoes. If there's any coolness in me, I just got it from him. Detroit
He
boy.
did. He really did.
Yeah,
Loved his
ghetto
father
knew
to
him.
death. His father was A million times cooler than him.
Yeah.
A million
I know.
times
I
cooler.
always wanted to meet him, and I mean, of course, I was younger and I didn't know really. But after all this time, because you are such a great soul as a human. Like people ask me too sometimes, when we're in that celebrity kind of thing.
Yeah.
And people know we're right next to each other.
Right.
So I think they fish like, like what's Danny like?
Yeah. Well, Dad was he was a musician first off in his life, very young age, and then I went into the service, and he was 10 Special Forces, Green Beret, 101st Airborne.
Dang.
That's strong. He was played on a hockey team for the Army. He was an Army hockey player as well. Got out of the service, worked at Ford Motor Company on the assembly line for a while up there.
What year would have this been?
Man.
60s?
Yeah, in the 50s.
50s?
Yeah. And then he went back into music, and music was his life. And he brought me up in music. And then, and that's also where I got the love for music, got the love for cars, got the love for motorcycles, got the love for style, got the respect for military and nation and family, and yeah.
Well, the thing of it is like, he's just proud as hell of you right now.
Thank you.
He's looking down at you right now going, look at the legacy that you kept going.
I appreciate
you
that.
You could have totally done something different.
Yeah.
But because of his influence and how much you respected him, you've carried this on throughout and turned it into something great. I mean, counting cars, wow, dude.
Yeah.
I know that he's up there with my grandpa going, look at our boys, man.
Thanks, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we should be proud of them and what they did. And, and like I was getting back to like people ask me about, Danny. And I'm like, probably one of the coolest guys I know. Like a good, honest, good dude. Like I and all of you guys, like, because they ask me all the time about you guys. If I'm at a, signing autographs and we're sitting there and they're like, so you're right down the street from counting cars, huh? And I go, yeah, what a bunch of That's what we are.
Amen.
That's what they want me to say.
Amen.
They almost want you to just be like, oh yeah, we're rivals, you know what I mean?
We've seen it. We've been at different places together, and they freak out when they see us together because we do get along, because we are friends, because we do help each other. We do whatever we need to do to make things happen, and they don't want that. That's this new generation.
Keeping it real.
They don't want us to do that.
We got to keep it real.
And I think that people think that that they don't know. Okay, from our side, the way I've learned is like when you're a personality on TV, I think people kind of look at you a little different. You know what I mean? And we're really not.
No.
I mean, we're really not.
No,
you know
there's
what
nothing
I mean?
different about us.
And the thing about it is I think they think that we, it almost puts us into a different category of like love, because we're behind the door in here talking about what's going on out there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And really the deep down inside that people don't understand is like, and I'll use say farm truck and Asian.
Yeah.
What a couple of cool dudes.
I love them.
And they're
Great
down to
choice.
earth, and they're my friends.
Yep.
And if I see them somewhere, we it's like with you and me.
Yep.
We kind of get off to the side real quick so we could catch up.
Right.
And be like, bro, man, it's so good to see you.
Absolutely.
And we're in that little world. And then
There's a true
as soon as
brotherhood
that's
there.
over,
Yeah.
we have to go back out there.
Right.
And we have to, go out and accommodate these awesome fans that we have that love what we do.
If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So
and
so thankful.
I'm grateful for all of them. And that's why
Amen.
I try so hard to be a decent human to these people.
Amen.
Because, and what sucks is I'm into cars.
Yeah.
So when they talk about cars, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Right. And you know how many times you see somebody open their phone?
Bro, all the time.
Oh, let me show you.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then unfortunately in our world, it's usually a guy that's probably in his 60s that don't know how to run a phone.
Well, he's got his wife that does it. Here,
hang on.
Show him.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, crap. I just backed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if they want to do a selfie, it's like, dude, let me help you just turn the thing around. So.
Right.
But at
right,
the same moment,
right,
it's like,
right.
when that's over, it's over.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
right now it's like,
but it's still a good feeling, though.
It is. It's cool. And it's like, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
And you know how it is, like just trying to get in here to go to work or for me to like work on something. And it's like, oh man, this guy wants to talk to me. I hope I don't forget what I'm doing because when I get done, this could be a safety issue, So I usually have to go hide to work on something because I don't want to, I'm a hands-on guy. I'm working on my stuff. So I don't want to mess that up. But to get back to your dad and who you are and what has created all of this is because of him. You know what I mean? Amen. Really deep down inside, it was him that made this all happen with you.
That's exactly.
You just kind of like go, okay, now I have, I'm now what do I do with all this?
I'm running with it.
You got to go.
It drives me crazy that he didn't get to see where it went, but I'm, like you said, I'm believing that he is watching. I'm believing that.
I believe it. And I think also, I mean, the only thing I'm upset because I kind of really, I wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
Because I knew that he had a big play in different things in Vegas, and he probably made the move to come here, right?
It was his idea, and he did a lot of big things in this.
Was there did he have a channel? Like, was that channel his? Like the one that you guys did
the TV station? That was him. He put that on.
What channel was that?
33.
33. That's right.
He built the TV station. He built the studio. Built the tower farm up on the mountain. Did all of that stuff.
He must have been an amazing dude.
He was something else. He was something else. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. I don't want to go on too much about it because I know it gets a little. It's like me talking about my grandpa. I got to psych myself out so I don't. Lose it.
Yeah.
Because those people is what molded us to make us who we are.
Yeah.
And, you just, and I mean, I got to give credit to my dad because he was a hard too. Amen. I mean, I grew up in a steel yard right down the road here.
Makes us who we are,
I mean, I sometimes wondered, like, Dad, do you love me? Or, I mean, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Like, like.
Makes us who we are.
But I think if I didn't go through that, and I didn't endure the torture, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Amen. I agree. And I think if I can just interject one more thing, one of the biggest things he instilled in me was love and faith in the Lord. That has gotten me through anything and everything in my life.
Right.
And I have to give credit to that 100%.
Hey, you know what? I mean, that's if you don't believe in something, what do you believe in?
I know.
What do you do? Just go through life in a blunder of like, well, I'll tell you when it comes, when it all matters.
Yeah.
Is when you're laying there.
Yeah.
And you're down to your last day.
That's it.
That's when you're gonna sit there and question.
Yep.
Oh, I don't figure out do all the. I'm a badass. Well, you know what? I don't care. When you're laying there and you're all inked up and we're the baddest mother effer on the planet. When you're laying there dying.
Yeah.
It's a whole. Does anybody got a Bible?
Right. Absolutely.
Like all of a sudden now you're,
Yep.
You're because that's the only option you have at that point.
Yeah.
And let's hope your faith gets you through the next one. And the big thing that I always think of is like, I want to be up there horseback with my grandpa.
That's right.
Herding sheep and cattle.
That's right.
That's what he wanted to do. And that's what I want to go do with him one day.
There you go.
Is just be out there in the middle of nowhere doing that.
Yeah.
And cowboy stuff with him, because he was a cowboy, he liked that stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what got me like really inspired in, rodeo and team roping and cattle and learning all that stuff. And, but he was just a cool guy, man. And, like your dad, I mean, coming from Detroit over to Vegas and starting a new life and creating all this, but that's what these guys were doing.
That's what they were doing, man.
They were moving.
Yeah, bold moves, making it happen.
Yeah. No phone.
Yeah.
No
internet.
Nothing.
No.
They weren't like making deals on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'll be there like, Yeah. No, they were.
Yeah. And he always brought Detroit with him, man, because let me tell you, talk about style.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Think about Vegas, though.
Yeah.
New York, Detroit, built Vegas.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Built 100%. Vegas. And I wish it was still ran like that.
I know. I miss it.
I'd give anything.
I miss it. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna take a little break, you guys. Don't go anywhere. We got more with our brother, Mr. Steve Darnell, coming up. Stick around. If you're a fan of this podcast, of counting cars, or of my shop, Counts Kustoms, head over to countskustoms.shop for official gear, collectibles, and shop favorites. Or better yet, come by and see it all right here in person. The builds, the history, the vibe. It's not a showroom, it's an actual working garage. Online or in Vegas, Count's Kustoms is always worth the stop. Steve, you went from Montana, feeding cows with a truck at 7 years old, to running forklifts in your dad's steel yard every summer here in Vegas. Doesn't get more American than that. What do you remember about that time, and what sort of kid were you growing up?
Well, to go back a little bit, I was born here at Sunrise Hospital.
Okay.
In Las Vegas.
Okay.
So my dad was here.
Okay.
My mom and him separated, and she wound up marrying a guy that worked at he actually worked at the Horseshoe, and then he was from Eastern Montana.
Okay.
So, going with your mom, usually, I would spend my school years up there.
Okay.
What was really cool is my stepdad at the time, he had an aunt and uncle that had a ranch in Eastern Montana. Mm-hmm. And, man, my Uncle Dorn was just a cool dude. Mm-hmm. He was, like, short with words, but a cowboy. Like, cowboy hat, horses. Yeah. I mean, I seen him just do some unbelievable things out there. Well, anyway, I just took into it, I liked the tractors, and I liked the horses, and I liked the farm and the ranch, and how it all worked. And more than anything, I love driving the tractors around the ranch. You know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, yeah, go feed those cows. And I'm, oh, awesome. You're like 10 years old driving an old farm-all tractor out there with a coat on, and you're freezing to death feeding cows. But if it was 50 below, you wouldn't care because you're driving something. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
But, as a little kid, I was always into go-karts and, cool. Same thing. Like,
how old-ish?
I mean, 7, 8 years old.
Okay, yeah.
My dad here in Vegas had a steel yard right here on Meade.
Okay.
Back in 1977 or 8, 9.
Love it.
And he was a welder. He had a welding business.
Yeah.
And so, I'm over here welding, playing around with the welders. Didn't know really what I was doing. Matter of fact, I got my fingers caught in the plug one time. I was cleaning the shop when I was a little kid, and I got my fingers caught in the plug, and at 220.
Oh.
And about killed me. Oh. They had to run me to the Sunrise after that. But anyway, but my dad was always a car guy. He always had hot rods and GTOs and, 55 Chevys and cool stuff. And then I would do that here and then, go back up to Montana, and you're one little yard light, dark, you could just see it, and you had to walk all the way from the shed all the way to the yard light to get to the house. You go from Vegas lights with showgirls and all this crazy, awesome, cool stuff, you know?
Right.
To one little yard light clear across the wheat field, and that was the house when it would get dark.
Time like this, man. Yeah.
So I think at the time I didn't know if I was confused on where I really should be, because I love Vegas.
Right.
Loved Vegas.
Yeah.
But I loved being on the ranch or being out in the country and seeing all that. So that was and not only that, but I got to grow up a little bit of milking the cow in the morning and getting the eggs out of the chicken coop and watching my aunt just go out there and grab a chicken and wring its neck and pluck it right there in front of me and make fried chicken.
That's how it was. I mean, people trip out when you say stuff like that, but that's how it was.
And they never thought even, I could tell you right now, the look on her face wasn't even a thought.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, this
was a way of life.
Poor little chicken.
That's how the world was.
Yeah. They didn't even do that.
It wasn't poor little chicken. No. That's lunch.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a thing.
It's how you lived.
Right.
And so I really got a real good opportunity to see the ranch life and how you lived and doing without.
Yeah.
And we were 35 miles from a paved road. I mean, it was muddy gumbo roads in and out. But I think that time in my life, I really loved it, but I was so young that I didn't know nothing about girls. Mm-hmm. So I really loved that.
Yeah.
And that put me into a spot of a memory that when I started getting older, and okay, girls are starting to come into the picture. Yeah, the ranch, it's cool, but I'd rather be here at this party right now. You know what I mean? But you circle back.
Yeah.
You get a little older and you circle back to those memories of the reality of life.
Right. Let me ask you another question. What was the first thing that you remember making as a kid? As a kid, I'm sure you made something. Do you remember
I think one of the first things that I remember making is I wanted to do the Pinewood Derby really bad.
Oh, cool.
That's when I was and so I wasn't digging being a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, because I didn't care really about tying knots and building fires. I already had that figured out. I could burn the shop down quick. So I didn't need any help building fires, right?
Yeah.
But I really wanted to do the Pinewood Derby, and so my stepdad, he wasn't into none of that stuff, really. He didn't really care about that kind of crap. So I didn't really my dad was here in Vegas when I was in Montana, and I didn't really have anybody to really help me do my Pinewood Derby. So I think I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I used to get grounded to my room all the time for dumb like I was just... I don't think me and my stepdad seen eye to eye.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
So anyway, I did get grounded to my room a lot. So I used to have, like, my mom would pick these models up at the garage sales.
Yeah.
Because, that's my mom. She'd garage sale and come back with a box full of just random crap. And I'd throw it in my closet and I'd put these little models together. But anyway, so this Pinewood Derby, I'm like, I'm going to get in this.
Yeah.
So I don't know nothing about it. Like, obviously, the Boy Scouts, their dads build their cars. They don't build them.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? Let's just, these guys came in with these shaved down, like, weighted perfectly, got graphite on the wheels. I didn't know none of that. Yeah. I'm like 7 years old. Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing?
Right,
Like,
and no
aren't
kid
you
did
supposed to do it?
Right, yeah,
it
no
comes
kid
in
did
a box.
Right, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But back in those days, it came in a box, and guess what? You got to use a knife.
Right.
We got to carve our right? We didn't have sanders. I didn't have a sander. I had a freaking old buck knife, and I'm just
You're
whittling it out, right? Mm-hmm. So I build this bad little Pinewood Derby car.
Cool.
And I went in my closet with all those models, and I got like the decal stickers. They dipped in water.
Oh, yeah.
And I decaled it.
Yeah.
And I glued a big block Chevy with a blower sticking out of the hood on it.
Yeah.
And then I made some headers that came out the side and down, so it had like leg heads,
I get it. Yep.
And anyway, I painted it this really cool looking metallic color, like a gold.
Yeah.
And I put a wing on the back, out of another model, like a wing,
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Right.
Man, I showed up to the Pinewood Derby, and people are just like, because, the dads are all in there, they got their Eagle Scout on, and they're all badass, and they're just like, oh, that ain't right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they had 2 classifications.
Yeah.
It was like, you had the display on the table of the coolest car.
Okay.
And then they had the fastest car.
Right.
So anyway, I get mine up there, and I'm like, I'm going to rip this thing down the track. Well, the track goes like this.
Okay.
So it'd go down, and it'd hit the headers, and it'd go, and it was dragging the headers.
Right. High centering.
Yeah, I got my slammed, bro.
Right.
Mine's on the ground.
Exactly.
Like a hot rod looks, right?
Right.
And anyway, so at 7, 8 years old, I had won the best car show, though. Like, out of all the cars, I think there was some, like the wives and stuff were judging it.
Got it.
If it was the guys, they would have been like, oh, get my kid. But it was, but anyway, I wound up winning the car show when I was like 7 years old with my Pinewood Derby car. I wish I knew where it was at. But
would you say that was like how old you were when you kind of realized that your style, your vibe was completely unique from everybody?
Yeah, I think that's when I was like creatively, starting to put things together with cars even before I even knew how to work on it, didn't know nothing about a car. But, and then it, as you get older, it's BMX bikes.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a really sweet red line that I had bought mowing yards
Yeah.
And I bought half the frame and the rear tire because they were even back then they were expensive.
Yeah.
A red line.
Right.
And I drug it home and I parched and pieced and I don't know how many stolen bike parts I bought from other friends and pieces to put this thing together, but I guarantee you that bike was hot, every part of it. I paid $80 for the frame and the rear wheel though.
Yeah.
And I carried it home for like 4 or 5 miles from this guy. I bought it out of the newspaper way back then. But, and then that was probably the next layer was BMX,
Yeah.
That was cool in the 80s though,
I'm gonna absolutely flip the script here, okay? We're gonna get to your Welder Up TV show here in a minute, but I got something different, okay? You two, both you cats, you guys you guys understand blowtorches, you understand welders, you understand all this kind of stuff. So we're gonna do a little fun segment here, and this is for the listeners at home. I want you guys to all pay attention to this. This is going to be a segment that I'm going to call "Are You Smarter Than a Welder?" Okay.
Can't be real hard.
You never know. It's a trick question.
I love it.
I can't be that hard.
I promise I'm not going to put you guys on the spot. There is no winner. There is no loser. But this is going to be fun. I'm going to ask a series of welding related pop culture questions. See if the fans out there on the podcast can answer these questions before you guys. And so they're going to be playing at home, and it's up to them in their minds to get the answer before you guys do.
Do we have a cheat sheet back
If
there?
you know the answer to these pop culture questions, just shout it out, and feel free to work together as a team. You guys
We
are
can be a team, so that's even better.
Yeah, you guys are competing.
I'm not good at
Yeah.
these pop quizzes.
So good luck to everybody at home, and just in your own self, try to beat these guys to the answer. You guys ready to give this a shot?
Let's go.
All right. In which movie does a character weld underwater to save the day? A, The Abyss, B, Terminator 2, C, Armageddon.
I'm going to say The Abyss.
So bad at TV.
I know. I'm normally good at TV also.
30 years ago.
I know.
I don't think Terminator 2 was underwater.
I'll go with you because I really don't know that one.
I'm just guessing.
Do we know?
A, The Abyss?
Yes.
Is that the answer?
A, The Abyss.
You guys are
We're
right.
going with
It is The Abyss. Absolutely.
See?
Because they were welding underwater under there. Okay. Which legendary musician, don't be looking over there, Gil.
Sorry.
Which legendary musician actually worked as a welder before making it big? A, Johnny Cash. B, Ozzy Osbourne. C, James Hetfield.
I don't see Ozzy welding.
No.
Probably Johnny Cash,
That's a great guess,
but it's not
but
it.
it was James Hetfield. Yeah.
I can see Johnny out there welding, but not
You know,
Ozzy.
so I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. But Hetfield, he's a huge car guy.
Yeah.
He is a huge, and old school, hot rod type guy, which I love that about him. Okay, number 3. What's the scientific name for that blinding flash you get if you look at someone welding without protection?
Flash burn.
Here's the options. That would. A, arc eye. B, fire blind. C, weld fury.
We always called it rocks in your eyes.
I would say
Arc eye.
Arc eye.
Yeah. You're right on my. That's the technical term,
Yeah,
but I know
A.
what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I know what you're saying. Number 4, which rock musician has welding art displayed in art galleries around the country? A, Rob Zombie. B, Sammy Hagar. C, Billy Gibbons.
Billy Gibbons.
Amen. Absolutely. A friend of both of ours.
Yeah, 'cause,
absolutely.
Billy's
Billy
awesome.
is arguably one of the coolest cats on the
love Billy.
planet.
Love
If you
Billy.
opened up an old school dictionary and looked up the word cool, there's a picture of Billy.
He's just a cool dude. I love Billy.
100%.
Yep.
Number 5, which video game, I know nothing about this.
I don't either.
Which video
played
game
'em.
features welding as a legit gameplay mechanic? A, Fallout 4, B, Half-Life 2, C, Dead Space.
I'm gonna say Fallout.
I'm gonna go with you because I don't know.
It's Dead Space. I know nothing. So
I don't even know Dead Space.
I hope y'all at home got that one. I knew nothing about that. Number 6. Which actor famously used welding? Oh, this is cool. Which actor famously used welding as part of their role prep? A, Charlize Theron. B, Patrick Swayze. C, Jennifer Beals.
A.
I'm gonna go with A.
It's actually C, Jennifer Beals. Flashdance. She was a welder.
I'm confused.
Damn, dude, I need to watch more TV. I just never did. I never watched TV.
Well, you can't get any on Good Springs anymore.
No.
So.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. Don't start asking me any like football, baseball. I don't.
Oh no, we're not going to go.
I don't even know none of that.
We're not going to go there. I don't either. Number 7. Which movie accidentally inspired thousands of people to start welding as a hobby? Was it A, Transformers, B, Fast and Furious, C, Iron Man?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I know.
It's inspired.
I would say Iron Man.
Right on the money. It was Iron Man. For whatever reason, that movie literally inspired people to go out and start welding.
I am Iron Man.
Wrong Iron Man.
All right, here's the final question.
Yeah, it's different Iron Man.
Yeah, that's Ozzy's Iron Man.
Yeah, but didn't they do that in the movie?
I don't think so.
I don't think they used.
I don't know.
I don't think they used Ozzy's. I don't remember.
I thought they did.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
He was a rich guy that just made.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Final question. Which weld is considered the most beautiful when done perfectly? A, the TIG stack of dimes. B, MIG weave. C, stick drag line.
TIG.
Right on the money. Yeah, you didn't even have to think about that. I'm surprised you even got the question out before you answered that.
TIG.
Before you answered that. Right. I hope everybody at home had a good time playing along here with Bob and Steve at this. Thanks for enjoying that. We're going to get back now to Steve's amazing career. Vegas Rat Rods put Welder up on the global map. How did that opportunity come about? How'd that happen?
Well, right around the time your dad passed in 2008 is when it really took mainstream. I built this car, and out of just wanting to do it, kind of,
Yeah.
And I took it out to this church parking lot during a car show, and I did this giant burnout. Just, and I don't think anybody had ever seen what a diesel engine, they never seen one exposed.
Right.
I mean, back then anybody that was a hot rodder or just a regular person, I've never seen a diesel engine sitting exposed with turbos hanging out.
Right.
And they're
we see that in hot rods all the time, but we don't see it.
Right.
A diesel engine exposed like that.
And they're like, what is going on here? So when I did that, it went viral because it really showed the world what a diesel engine is capable of.
Yeah.
We're talking, say, a diesel engine versus a big block Chevy.
Yeah.
You could take a stock 215 horsepower Cummins to a 550 horse big block, but this Cummins makes 2 to 3 times more torque.
Torque is everything.
And with a little bit of boost, life is different. It's awesome.
Right.
It hit 7 or 8 magazines in a year.
Yeah.
One of them was Hot Rod Magazine.
Okay.
It became a controversy. I was face to face.
Did you catch a lot of heat from it? Is that what you're trying to say?
I was ready to fist fight a lot.
Yeah.
I caught a lot of grief at Viva Las Vegas. Guys were, that's not a hot rod, and almost led me into some fist fights in the parking lot over there with my car.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm on to something.
Yeah.
If these guys really want to kick my ass over this, they're gonna have to try. They put me in the back. They told me I couldn't park up front.
Yeah.
After I just got done doing all the work to Paul Tracy's car.
Right.
That was set right up in the very front.
Yep.
And it was anything but traditional. And I was like, that's where it goes to show you, fame will get you in the front. But if you're a nobody and you're a threat to what they're doing, they're going to shove you all the way in the back.
Well, I had problems at that show too.
Yeah.
They shunned me on a lot of stuff.
It was horrible. It was a terrible experience. Needless to say, I don't go because I'm not going to support it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to support that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm here as a builder. I built this thing. I built this cool looking car, and I just want to show it, and you're not going to let me in here? I sat at the gate for an hour and a half trying to tell them that, let me in. Anyway, I think when I did that burnout, it was 2.5 million views on YouTube. You know what I mean? And it's like, I can't get, you got to show your butthole now for 2.5 million views. You know what I mean? Like, it's dumb. That's what kind of got it there. But there was a couple of production companies that had hit me up about, hey, you should, we should do something.
Yeah.
Well, early in my, because I didn't know nothing about TV. I didn't even know I'd ever be on TV. I didn't know nothing. I never tried or didn't know nothing about it.
Right.
So this production company out of Montana hit me up, and they're like, hey, I think we could do something with this. This is really cool, like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so we shot this little pilot and all that. And I mean, now, I wish I would have known then what I know now. But ironically enough, a Canadian production company came down from Canada, and they were looking for a car show. So they talked to some guys in LA, and they're like, man, you need to get a hold of Steve Darnell. Like, he does some really cool, crazy.
Yeah.
So this guy called me from California. He was from Toronto.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, we're looking to do a show, and we were just want to see if you wanted to do something. I'm like, dude, bro, I'm right in the middle of landscaping my yard, and I don't really actually give a crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And because at this point, I can do anything. I can weld, I can landscape, I can run up equipment, what do you want me to do? I can pretty much do anything. Right. So I don't really need this.
Right.
So he's like, man, I'm going to be there. I'm going to leave LA now. I'll be down there, and let's talk. I'm like, all right, well, come on down. So he came down, he talked to me, and so he talked me into shooting another little pilot. And we were out there off of, we were in Wheeler's yard over here off Blue Diamond and Rainbow back in the day.
Okay.
And shot a little pilot and a teaser, and took it to Canada, and Canada looked at it, and they're like, I think we could do something with this. So about 6 months, 8 months of shopping it around. Well, the guy that was the owner of the production company, he's European.
Okay.
So he sold it. He got Europe involved, and he got Canada involved.
Okay.
So he's like, all right, we got enough to start shooting some episodes.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, well, let's get it on.
Yeah.
So we start shooting, and America didn't even come in on it till like the third episode. And then they showed them what we were doing.
Yeah.
And then it was out of New York.
Okay.
Discovery.
Okay.
Took it.
Got it.
So anyway, needless to say, it was a show.
Yeah.
When you're first being on TV, you're just being so accommodating because you're like, oh, this is going to be so cool. I'm going to be famous. And this is going to be awesome. And they're telling you the whole time, you're going to be famous. We're going to make you famous.
Right.
And I'm like, oh,
everything.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Well, we want you to build this car in 8 days.
Yeah.
8 days.
Yeah.
It went from 2 weeks to 10 days down to 8. We're talking chassis, 4-link and a rear end, building the motor, because we didn't have no money. We had no budget to work with. It was.
Yeah. You're living with it.
So the first year of TV, let's see, what did we shoot the first year? 8, I think it was 8 episodes just to see if it would work. And I was beat. We're working a shop. It's hot.
Yep.
There's no air in there. It's just a big, we're just going for it.
Yep.
But to get to that level of the sacrifices and the torture, and don't let me forget to say that if it wasn't for my sister, I wouldn't be here.
God bless her.
She is the core of all of it.
Yeah.
She lined all them guys out. She did all the attorneys, because there's a whole nother side to it.
Yeah.
I mean, building a car and in the shop and fighting, that's one thing.
Right.
But dealing with, your attorneys and how it all works, and the network wants this and that and blah, blah, blah. And, and she just...
Stuff that people at home just don't see or could ever wrap their minds around.
She's behind it all.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Amen.
She's behind it all.
That's family, brother.
Yeah.
Family.
Yes.
That's nothing better than that.
She's behind it all. Without her, I wouldn't even be sitting here right now.
What's her name?
Donnelly.
Donnelly. God bless Donnelly.
Yeah, she's a badass, and she's been by my side since we were...
Is she involved with the Good Springs?
Unfortunately, yeah. For her, yes. Unfortunately for her, yes.
I love it. That's a great answer.
She's involved in everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Good.
I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
If I was at the Topless bar over here charging a bunch she'd know within seconds.
I got
so
you, man.
I gotta watch what I'm doing.
I love it.
But without her and like a lot of motivation, the crew, it was a skeleton crew, and we were doing things that were unbelievable. But the one thing that worked is the first night of airing on Discovery Channel, I was like, here it is. Like, what's going to happen after all of this work? And I'm sitting there, bloodshot eyes, and I'm wore out, and I'm just tired from all this stuff. We sit down in my backyard. I invited some friends over because I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be cool. At this point, no one even knows who you are.
Yeah.
This is where it changes your life.
Right.
And, we're sitting there watching it on TV, and I remember the first episode, and I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, there's probably, 3 million people watching this right now.
Yep.
Or 4 million people.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
That's
I mean, this is back then. I mean, I talked to Rick at Pawn Stars, and when he started early in, he's like, oh, we're like 11, 12 million. He goes, but as, platforms of TV started coming on, it started dropping off.
Well, yeah, it spreads all over the place. Sure.
So by the time I was on TV, viewership is already starting to decline.
The audience is divided to a gazillion different platforms.
Yeah, it's starting to decline. So if you're pulling 3-4 million people, that's pretty good.
It's huge.
From there, I think, the thing about Vegas Rat Rods, what I think Europe and Canada, Australia, Brazil, not America.
Yeah.
But everywhere else in the world, it was so like a sin.
Yeah.
Because you go to Canada, you can't have like that.
Right.
Europe, forget about it.
Right. Yeah. It's no go in
Forget
other
about
places.
it.
Right. Yep.
It's like open wheels, motors sticking out, blowers, like twin turbos, rolling coal. Like we were just like the hellions.
That's
on
insanity
TV.
in other parts of the world. Right.
And so, I think honestly, America's been a great support.
Yeah.
But I think the world in itself actually loves it more. I think
it's like the American dream for them.
It is.
It is.
Because they're under so much restrictions and everything.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Some of the greatest fans in the world for us are out of Canada.
I can't disagree with you at all.
Yep.
The Canadians are huge love. And when I was younger, I was the only time I thought about going to Canada was the Calgary Stampede Rodeo. And I was like, that's about as far as I'd go into Canada.
Right.
Do you know I've been all over that?
Yeah.
You probably have too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I've been all over Canada.
Yep. Yep.
They love you. They want you to come back and hang out. And then you develop this friendship with them, and they're nice people. They've been really, really good to me.
Wonderful people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because me and Gene Winfield would always wind up together all the time.
God bless Gene.
In Canada.
Yep.
And I got to tell you this real quick about Gene. So when he turned 90, we were in Canada. God, where the hell were we at? But they get him this birthday cake that, I'm not kidding you, is as big as that table right there. It was huge. This big cake.
Yeah.
And, Gene, he liked his sweets.
Yeah.
He did like sweets. So anyway, we're out there, and I'm kind of hanging out and stuff like that. And I mean, he is out there dancing with 2 or 3 pretty hot chicks. And I mean, dancing his ass off. And he's 90,
90
at
years
this
old.
time.
Yep.
And I'm standing over there like the cool guy, like, and he's like, come on, get out here. Come on, Steve. Come dance with us. And I mean, I'm like thinking, dude, I got this 90-year-old man out here out dancing my ass. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it was funny because me and my cousin were there, Dave, that was on the show with me. And I wish I could find footage of it, but we wrote a rap.
Oh, cool.
And I rapped in front of the whole, and my cousin's bebopping. And I'm like, Gene Win, I'm just doing this freaking sick ass rap.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I mean, and the Canadians they loved it. But Gene Winfield and me showed up to at least a dozen different Canadian, and they would book us together.
Yeah.
So we were always together.
Yeah.
And man, those were the good days, man. And Gene was so fun.
Gene was amazing.
We'd walk around together and hang out and just, and he was like me. He didn't care. He didn't care where he was or what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was a beautiful guy. And I know you two were really close, and that's really cool.
Yeah, he was
really
he was a
cool.
really good friend of mine.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We got more stuff. We got more stuff coming up with Steve Darnell in a minute. We're going to take a quick break. Steve and Tyler started Janie's Fund for a simple but powerful reason: to help girls heal and move forward after trauma. I've been honored to support and work with Janie's Fund over the years. This is about giving young women access to counseling, education, stability, and the confidence to reclaim their future. Janie's Fund is built on compassion, community, and real impact, because every girl deserves the chance to stand strong. Learn more or get involved at janiesfund.org and help change a life today. All right, Steve, you're going to get this more than anybody else, what I'm trying to do here. I like to ask my guests a series of escalating questions. Take us through all the kinds of vibes of your life, man, like rolling through a manual transmission. I call this section Shifting Gears. So we're going to just bang out some questions. Quick questions, quick answers. Ready, Rock?
Yeah, let's do it.
First gear. What's the craziest client request you ever received for a project?
Craziest client. I think one of the craziest ones was probably my my freak show car.
Yeah?
I had this guy, Canadian, by the way.
Okay.
Came to me and he goes, Steve. And I mean, he's a really nice guy, very quirky. Mm-hmm. They called him the cowboy. Mm-hmm. He had this little cowboy hat. Mm-hmm. He was a car salesman up there. Mm-hmm. And he's like, man, I want a car that makes people happy. Yeah. And I want to pay a smile forward. Mm-hmm. And he was just such a, and I'm thinking to as soon as he starts talking about making people happy and being so like, pay a smile forward, the creepiness came out of me. Like, I'm going to make something super creepy.
Yeah.
Like, you want to, yeah, we are not doing happy.
We're not doing happy.
No. And so, anyway, I developed one of the funnest, coolest cars out of the deal. Cool. And I wound up with the car back. I actually own it, and it's down at the shop right now. But
holy cool.
It's called the Freak Show, and it's a 34 International truck. But I put a 496 big block with a 671 blower, a couple carbs on it, and it's got a 1932 Coney Island Ferris wheel ride on the back of it. And and it's funny because you can sit in it and lock it like the old. But it came from Coney Island. It's super cool. Like, cool. The history of that was bitching.
Yeah.
And 9-inch rear end. Yeah. It's got a straight drop axle in it, and it runs and drives really good. But I guess I don't know if it was really a request, but it was like, because most of the guys that came to me about a car they wanted built, I was like, I don't really care what you're going to tell me what you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want to sit and talk to you.
Yeah.
And I want to know about your family.
Yeah.
I want to know about your kids.
Yeah.
I want to know what you did. And then I'll go from there.
You're going to build the car.
I'll build it structured around you as a human.
I get that.
And, most of the guys that, all of them that came in and we built a car for, it was a surprise because they didn't know what they were getting at all. Mm-hmm. They might have brought me a cab or, hey, my grandpa had this thing and I want to put it in, or and that's what I'd say. Bring me your family heirlooms, bring me some stuff. I might use it, I might not. I'll try to incorporate it. But I would say the Freak Show was probably the best one. I went into I've always liked the creepy carnival. I like carnival. I like the colors of the carnival. Yeah. I like the lights of a carnival. Mm-hmm. I like the untold weird parts of a carnival.
Mm-hmm. I like the carnies of the carnival.
The carnies.
The carny world of the carnival.
And when you're a kid, you go to the carnival and the carnies are there and they're just like, they're really like Joe Dirt was in the movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what I did is I had put some headphones in my ears with creepy carnival music for the whole time I was building it, and literally went weird.
Yeah.
Like I dropped off into some weird, I was like, I had these small people chasing me in my sleep with knives, and like I was really into it and listening to it. And then I researched a lot of the carnival stuff of the freak shows in the 1800s and how not politically correct that is today.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
And I really dug into some of the weird, really strange things, and it just stuck in my brain, and I got so weird about it that when I built the Freak Show, and I don't know, I can't tell you that it's probably one of the more detailed. It's pretty detailed, but there's other ones that are more. Mm-hmm. But this one it was kind of a fun, creepy way to do it.
Cool.
You know, I'm like, and I'm just in there just freaked out at my brain building this cool car. And I was so into all the little details and the inside of it looks like the zipper. You know, you got these seats and the door panels look like chewing gum stuck and it's all dirty and looks like, you know, like when you were there, right?
Absolutely.
And so that one is probably one of my fun ones.
Yeah. Second gear. Did the pressure of TV help or hurt your creativity?
It demanded it. It demanded it. It didn't hurt it.
Good answer.
It demanded it.
Okay.
And if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, big time.
Because
you've got to be on right now.
And I'm not building one. I'm building two, maybe three that you don't see.
Right.
There's the A car.
Yep.
Then there's a B story.
Yep.
And then there's another A car in the background over here because I don't have time.
Yep.
I got to start on that and start getting parts.
Yep.
And we're filming a TV show.
Yep.
We're building 10 or 12 cars in 6 months.
Right.
10 or 12 in 6 months.
Right.
And I'm talking everything. You know what I'm talking about. Motor, tranny, everything from the ground up.
Yep.
And as an artist, it's hard for me not to be involved in, you know, Justin did a lot of the chassis work, but I was like, well, I kind of want to make it look, you know, like this or like that, you know, and, you know, Travis, which is an artist in the shop, which is very talented. He sees things not quite like, but he's got the talent to do what I want him to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he could curve it into what we want.
Yep.
And, you know, the motor, it's like, okay, if we're going to build this engine, I got to have these, you know, like honestly on the Freak Show, I got like tuba, like, you know, the tubas as the air intakes under the thing because I want it to be just quirky.
Right.
So it demanded my creativity. And then my guys in my shop that were with me say like, you know, Travis and Justin and my cousin and a couple of the other guys, their mojo was with me and they're like, okay, well, here's an idea. What if we do this? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. So once we all got in the game and I gave them a gist of what I want, then we just started creating, you know.
Makes sense.
But it's demanding.
Third gear. Your boys chasing cash. They grew up in your shop. Do you remember the first moment you watched them fall in love with what you do?
Let's see. They are in love with they love what I got.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would say that when they were little kids, I put them in the shop and they raced dirt bikes. I had them on dirt bikes since they were 4 years old. So they raced motocross until they were in their 12 or 13 years old.
Yep.
They were always into dirt bikes, cars, mini bikes, four-wheelers. I don't care what it was. They were out there doing it. As they're getting older now, you know, like Chase is working with me like every day. He's 27. And it's really kind of funny. He's kind of got an old soul too. He's out there working on a 30 Ford Model A pickup, really clean. He chopped it the other day 4 inches, TIG welded it all back together himself. He wants to put a V8 in it. He slammed it. We built a jig to drop straight axles out of a Ford.
Nice.
We built a jig. It's so cool. I'll have to show you.
Yeah.
But anyway, he did it. Yeah. You know, we went out. I was like, oh, we can figure this out. And then the other one, Cash, he's got a portable welding truck. So like he goes out and welds stuff back together. Cause I told him how do you want to live your life? Do you want to be free or do you want to be bound down to a bunch of stuff? And, but he's a CTSV Cadillac supercharged vets. He's a vet guy, Porsches, Audis, Ferrari. He knows them all.
Yeah.
He's got a Z06 Corvette that he goes out here and he does a little nighttime activity with the boys. And
I can't say that I blame him.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And I love his choice of vehicle, man. His Z06 are wicked.
I'm telling you, he's got this Z06 Corvette that is so fast.
C6, Z06?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a 6-speed manual.
Personal favorite right there.
I mean, and it's an older one, but dude, it gets down.
It's a great, absolutely
it gets down.
Yep.
Chase, he's building a crew cab 1972 Ford Highboy with a cab swapping it like I did.
Yeah.
putting a 6.7 Cummins in it.
Yeah.
And making like a daily out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've kind of always followed in my footsteps, but they just do their own little thing. But at the end of the day, when we're all together, sitting in the yard together and we're talking, we're all so engaged with what we're saying. Like, to have your boys, they're different, but we're so engaged with what we're saying to each other.
Yeah.
Like, I love listening to him talk because Cash knows so much about the Audi transmission and how it works and blah, blah, blah. And then Chase knows the innards of the 6.7 and how it works and the transmissions and blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm learning. I'm sitting here learning from my own kids now. And I love it.
It's awesome that they're doing that with you. Fourth gear. What's a build that meant more to you personally than people might know or realize?
Ooh, that one's tough.
Mm-hmm. That is a tough question.
I don't know. There's a couple of them that I hated to see go. One of the ones that I really loved that I put a lot of time in is there's one called the Caterkiller.
Okay.
And it didn't get a lot of love for some reason. Right? It was like that viewing of that episode was kind of a weird time for some reason, and it didn't really get out as much as I thought it would. But it was a 28 Ford Model A that was channeled, chopped, and I put a Caterpillar engine in it, and I put tracks on the back of it like a cat.
Oh, yeah.
But all the details on that car were all hard-faced, and it looked like a dozer because the guy owned heavy equipment.
Yeah.
And I wanted to look like a little, like a little Caterpillar had run down the road.
Right.
And I just remember putting so much time in that car, and it came and went so fast, and I wish it's clear on the East Coast. It's over in like Pennsylvania or something. Cool. So I don't know if I'll ever see it again, but that was one that that one and probably my Peterbilt that is out here that I have now, my black, which I know you would love it.
Oh, big time. I'm already digging it.
This truck is built like him.
Yeah.
You would love it.
I got to see it.
But that one there was one that never seen TV.
Okay.
But it's another one that C15 Cat, goes down the highway. It's my car hauler. I pull up and pull cars out of people's yards with it.
I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, you got to see that one.
Fifth gear. When you see a kid in your welding class who reminds you of you at 16 years old, what's the one thing you try to get through to them before they leave the shop?
Honestly, the first thing I do is I talk to them about being a drunk or a drug addict.
Yeah.
Because
God bless you on this,
if
that's good.
I go, you can come here and you can learn and be the best welder in the world.
Right.
But if you go home
Yeah.
and you turn into a drunk or a drug addict,
Yeah.
it's all for nothing.
Yep.
Because you'll be 30 years from now looking back going, 30 years has gone by and what did I do?
Yeah.
I go, I've seen that ruin more people,
Yeah.
Being a drunk or a drug addict, because you can't work an honest day. You can't get up in the morning. You got to drink to go to sleep.
Yep.
It's a rough way to be. If you want to have something successful and you're on your own and you got nobody to back you up, it's all about you. And if you ruin that, I don't care how good a welder you want to be. If you ain't got daddy's money, you don't have an inheritance, you don't have nothing. Most of these guys that are coming to me is because they have nothing. A lot of kids that have everything, they don't care to weld.
Right.
They're just like, nah, I'll just, whatever. I'm sure my parents will take care of me.
Yeah.
These kids are starving and we need them. We need that in this country right now is we need guys that want to work outside and be a man and be tough. And that's the one thing that I have to get across to him because I'm like, I was never really smart when I was in school. I didn't have anybody motivating me to be to college or, none of that stuff. It was like, here you go, here.
Yeah.
Just figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go figure it out.
God bless you on that. I mean, you're giving these young people a skill and a craft, but I like that. That's the one thing you want to get across to them is a life thing. That's a beautiful.
Well, my welding courses, yes, I'm going to teach you how to weld while you're there, but I'm going to motivate your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you how I feel because guess what? You're in my world now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what I think.
Yeah.
And awesome. Whether you like it or not. And a lot of times they come with their dads.
Yeah.
And you know how kids are. They don't want to listen to their dad. I didn't. I was like, okay, whatever, Dad. Until I'm older, and then I realized how smart he was.
Exactly.
But when you're young like that, it's almost better that someone kind of chews your ass that isn't your dad that you look up to. Because then you're going to take that and run with it.
Got it.
But that's kind of what I do is I just want to let them know that each and every one of them that come, especially these young guys, I really want them to keep your nose clean and don't be a piece of
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Good call. Overdrive. We're going to the overdrive gear now. If you learned you only had 1 year left, what's the last project that you want to take on? How's that for a question?
It's kind of crazy because if I only got 1 year to live.
Or at least 1 year left in business, 1 year left in building.
I had this car.
What's the last project?
I have this car called Hell.
Okay.
That I want to build. And it's hell.
Okay.
Because, in our world, if I built a car about Jesus Christ, no one would give a
Okay.
No one would care.
Oh, I would, but go ahead.
You would. But think about the average.
Right, I get it. I know
what
you're
car,
saying.
gold trim.
Right,
People are like, oh, okay. But if you build a car about hell, they all want to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I get what you're saying.
But I have this car Hell I want to build, and it's just an incredibly, very highly detailed. It would take me years to probably build it, but it's stuck in my head for years. So I probably won't get to it, but I would if all I had was a dedicated year and a load of money. I'd do it.
That'd be it.
Yeah.
I got you. I would want to see that. Steve, I just want to say, we're wrapping up. Thank you for spending a lot of time with us. Thank you for getting my mind going on some stuff, for sharing your creativity over the years, the stories. We ain't going to forget this, brother. Steve Darnell, you rock, man.
Well,
thank you for being here. You are a friend. You are an inspiration. You are quite the accomplished man, and I'm proud to call you a brother. Thanks for being here.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for being
Danny.
here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man.
Bob, thanks, brother.
Dude, another killer episode.
Exactly.
Steve's awesome.
He's a great dude. He's a family man. He's been friends. Me and Steve have done a lot of different things over the years together.
Yeah.
He's just like a brother. I call him, I need help. He's on the way.
Yeah. Flag-waving patriotic American too, which I love that about him. And something else that I really dig about him is the old soul.
Yeah.
This cat goes
He's an old man.
Yes, he really is. He's an old man hiding in a younger man's body.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just a really good guy. The things that he wants to, not just his craft, but what he wants to pass on to the younger generation as far as being a good man, being a good person.
Well, and he wants to teach the kids, just like we've talked about over and over the years. It's like, if we're not teaching people to do it now, these young kids, who's going to do it? When I'm old and you're old, who's going to fix our stuff?
Right. I love the fact that you didn't classify me as old yet. Thank you.
That's correct.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap for this episode of Counts Culture. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm honored that you guys chose to listen to our podcast. If you want the full experience, head over to our YouTube channel at Counts Culture, and Culture's with a K, and watch the entire episode there. You can also find the show on all major podcast platforms. And please connect with us on TikTok, X, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive and behind-the-scenes content. Until next time, be good to one another, follow your dreams, and be cool in everything you do. You guys rock.